Okay, so a student possess, this is 4.1 worksheet, by the way. A student proposes the function p given by p of t equals that stuff as a model of temperature of water. So there's our end part from nut, if you remember from the video, noun part, in a pond. At time t, measured in days, so t is days. Okay, so we got temperature of water in days are our deal, and it says P of T is measured in, T, it's actually degrees Celsius is what we want for P of T, the Y value. We're supposed to find P prime of 12. Now this is a calculator problem, so all you have to do to show that you use P prime of 12 is write that. Now you could do this, you do not have to. You could show that you're going to do D of P of T all over dt if you want to write that. That means the same thing, except we would probably want to put a 12 right there. So we're telling them we're doing the derivative at p of 12 dt. You could also write this thing in there. This thing right there could go in here. So what you're going to do to get this answer, you're going to hit Math 8. Hit Math 8. That's a derivative button. You are now going to type in after you hit that, your blinker should be below the D. We're using X, so you're going to type X, and it should hop over to the next screen. You don't have your calculator? Okay, then you're going to type in 20 plus 10x e to the, I can't see that. Is that negative t over 3? So it's going to be negative x over 3. So again, it is going to be 20 plus 10x e to the negative x divided by 3. And then arrow to the right. And we want that when x is 12. That's this value right here. Now this is really t in our problem, but that's what we're going to type in. And we're going to hit enter. So will someone please tell me, and we're going to round this to 3 places. I'm waiting. Somebody's got it. What you got?
Negative 0.549.
539?
549.
549. Negative 0.549. Now, we got to get units in here. Now, what is the derivative compared to the function? Slope. So we're all supposed to know that slope is the change in y over the change in x. So what's the y measurement up here? What? That's right. So we would say degrees Celsius over, now what is the change in the x, which is really t in this problem? Days. Okay, now we're supposed to tell what that means. We're supposed to tell what that means. So we're going to use that NUT acronym. We need the noun. So what are we trying to find? We're trying to find the what is p prime of 12, which means we want to know, we're going to say the temperature is changing at a rate of, I mean, you can put the word about or not, negative 0.549 degrees Celsius per day. Now, I've got 2 of the things in here. I've got the N for nut. I've got the U for units. What am I leaving off? What's the other thing? T. What's T stand for? At T equals 12 days. That covers the whole thing right there. Yes, ma'am.
When do you square the denominator? You know,
Okay, so again, we are doing a slope when you do a derivative, and that's the change in y over x. Well, since the change in y is degrees Celsius, you put that measurement in the top, and since this is actually a t here, since the time is days, it goes in the bottom. Sometimes, to give you an example, when it'd be something different, sometimes they might say like f of x equals blah, 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 and then I might say f of x is a rate of, let's say, miles per hour. And x is hours. Something along those lines. So f of x is already a fraction here, right? So if you were doing this problem, the y part is already in miles per hour, and now the the x part is hours again. So that would be when they give you already a rate, and you're doing the derivative of a given rate. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Everybody follow what happened there? Okay, do you guys still need 7? I kind of like you to try it. Let's see what this says. For some painkillers, the size of a dose D given depends on the weight of the patient, W. So D is dose, W is weight. Thus, D equals F of W, where D is measured in milligrams and W is measured in pounds. For F prime of 140 equals 3, explain the meaning of your answer in the context using this unit. So we are supposed to explain what this means. And this says that D equals F of W. Can anybody tell me what that is? What are we talking about?
Weight.
There? That's weight. And what? Did it say weight in what? It just says weight of the, oh, it says in pounds right here, right? So this is weight in pounds. LBS is an abbreviation. And D is the dose size. Does it say what D is? Measured in milligrams. So this is milligrams. Let's put mg. Isn't that the abbreviation for milligrams? Mg. Okay. So, which part over here is my y part? Milligrams.
The weight.
That's right. Milligrams. So this is milligrams per, what's this thing? What is the W part? Which is the X part? What? Pounds. Pounds, or the weight of the person in pounds. So milligrams per pound is your answer. Now, I have not talked about what this means in the context of the problem yet. But this is my units. 3 milligrams per pound. We all okay over there? All right, so what does this mean here? Can anybody tell me? The what is? The dose is changing at a rate of about 3 milligrams per pound when what? When W equals 140 pounds. Do we all follow where all that came from? All right, so that's all I'm doing in class on that today. I'm going to pause the video again.